time we saw them, their biggest weapon was the face-off guy, Zac Tucci.
Oh yeah, Zac Tucci had the game winner last week. He was amazing when they last played in Philadelphia. His 4 goals were a record for a face-off man in professional lacrosse. Just so good at the end of the half. He drilled that one from deep. That was for 2. So Zac Tucci then fits a problem in the past for the Cannons because they didn't have the face-off guy. Now they have almost Superman playing there.
He's with Dana.
Zac, you got the game winner in Philadelphia. You led the Cannons in points. What's your mentality at the stripe?
Just trying to keep it calm right now, not really thinking about that game. It's a different game, different opponent. So I'm just trying to be dialed on this one.
Speaking of a different opponent, you're going to go against Mike Sisselberger, who's a stalwart at the stripe. How do you approach that facing off against him?
Different man, different game plan. So he's more of a face-off oriented guy. Probably going to be a little bit tougher to the draw, focus more on the clamp rather than just getting out fast. So things will sort like that.
Good stuff. Thanks for the time.
Of course.
All right, Dana, that's Tucci Maine highlighting the starting lineup for the Cannons, powered by Moore, still scoreless on 11 shots. He has been one of the best players in the world dating back to his Virginia days. So here's the matchup at the stripe. You know about Zac Tucci and his offensive prowess in their win over the Water Dogs in Philly. Mike Sisselberger, one of the strongest players in the sport. Wings will be key, as they always are, in that ground ball. Won by Tucci. Cannons come in 2-1. Archers also 2-1. Boston's won in the semis.
And they flipped the script in almost every offensive category from 2022 to 2023. They were first in the league in scoring last year, first in assists, first in power play. You know, I think Asher Nolting is a big reason because they have a quarterback with Marcus
hours and you know, be equally as good. So he's a stalwart. He's the best guy in the league.
Thanks, Coach.
What do you think about that, Clark? Best guy in the league?
One of them. He's top 3 for sure.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I think
too.
Jack Rowlett has an argument there. Jack Rowlett is a complete bust of a defender. Garrett Epples, the reigning defender of the year, but Hossack's certainly in the mix.
Yeah.
JT Giles Harris. Dodge. A lot of guys that have these big windups, they can't be at full speed when they shoot.
Tucci's got the face-off. He's always a threat. Tried to pinball out of there. Hossa comes away with it. Guys, how do you develop wrists like that? Is that natural, or do you have to work on it?
Tommy Schreiber, of all time. You've got Gary Gate. You got Paul Rabel. Tom Schreiber is in that conversation of the all-time greats.
I think, you know, it's a very interesting topic. I think it comes down to, you know, him playing year-round. He's a star in the indoors. Maybe it's, you know, hey, let's get some touches to these younger guys.
It's been a sloppy game, though. 17 turnovers in the first quarter. You know, Boston, they scored 26 seconds into the game to go for their last 7. Like, this is an offense. We're talking about last year in Schreiber's touches. This offense was nuclear level a season ago.
Most efficient in the PLL.
Lyle played with Connor Fields at Albany for that 1 year when Connor was a freshman. I think Lyle fed him to a 60-goal season.
Oh my goodness.
He's an amazing scorer.
College coaches across the country just had a nightmare thinking about Thompson and Fields together at Albany. That is just
How about when it was in 2014, Thompson, Thompson, and Thompson?
Yeah. The Thompson trio.
Miles and Lyle, the brothers, and then your cousin shot. I think what happened on that play is after the reset, they didn't reset, right? The clock was reset after the shot, and it seems like the Cannons never got in because when you play man-down defense, from a principle perspective, it's always inside out. Protect the inside,
right,
and then worry about the outside, and hope that your goalie's going to make a stop.
Make a big save.
That's 4 goals in a row for the Archers after Matt Campbell struck first for the Cannons. There's Fields. Epple draws.
Brian Holman.
For 6 seconds, and then you're going to be man up for 30 seconds. Here we go.
They're going to be man up the Utah Archers after their man down because of the original Epple penalty.
Right. Now, Sisselberger and Tucci, neither one of them took that face-off. That is a big face-off win for Boston.
Moving towards the ball, right?
Yeah.
And then he planted his feet and then Van Raphorst hit the turf. But it's the synergy between Grant and
He's a righty. All 3 of his goals left-handed. True two-way midi, or two-handed midi.
He had to step down in space that he had on that corner sooner. Trying to get in a roll of things.
Cannons called timeout. Expected we got a tie game. These were the top 2 teams in the regular season last year. This is our 3rd tie tonight. Seven to 5, the edge for the Cannons at the face-off, right? And after the Archers clear, they will see the Denver Outlaws tomorrow, 6 Eastern on ESPN2. Sisselberger wins the face-off. He is 6 for 10 tonight. You saw the...
Xander Dixon would be one that I would have a good feeling about.
Yeah. If you're higher than Xander Dixon on that list, you're doing something right.
Check, check, check.
Sisselberger's heating up.
Now 7 of 11, and it's...
Yeah, it was kind of close at the beginning there.
That's a tough turnover, though, because he wins the face-off, and they turn it over. Now you give the Cannons a full clock at 52. That's when they make that move. A lot of times they don't go high enough in the middle of the field, so when they come out of their escape, they don't have the angle.
They don't have it. They decrease their angle.
Yeah.
And Blanin, you saw he went to college at Hobart, had 192 career points there. Never won the Krause-Simmons Trophy, though.
You can explain to people what that is?
It's the rivalry with Syracuse. Sorry to any Statesman fans out there. You got 3 Syracuse guys in the booth tonight. Dana's provided the objectivity.
Absolutely. He was a craftsman, and Coach Roy Simmons Jr., my coach at Syracuse, was very tight with Alfie, and I went out to breakfast with Alfie and Coach a couple times, and we'd go back to Alfie's shop, and to see him at work and in the process, too. So extensive.
Earth to the sky world.
What was that he was touching him with?
So it was all eagle feathers.
Oh,
yeah. Cool. Eagle feather fan.
So Cody Hall is a good friend of Lars Tiffany, who was your coach for the Haudenosaunee. Mark up in the booth. I saw you moments ago off by yourself. What's going through your mind right now?
Yeah, I mean, we just got to create offense. I think the Cannons are doing a really good job of stopping our progression at the ends. Kudos to Tucci, kudos to their unit. We just got to create offense. I think that's the biggest thing. I think that comes with territory, comes with myself, and we'll see this quarter. We're going to try to push transition, and we'll see what happens.
Specific to the matchup with Tucci, what's critical?
I just think it's a 3v3. We need to play 3v3 face-off and create offense from there, not a 1v1. Other than that, just put it in the back of the net, I guess.
Thanks, Sis.
All right, Sisselberger with a 9-5 advantage one-on-one against Tucci. Sisselberger 10 of 15 overall. He's a guy with a wrestling background. That's what he did at Lehigh. And let's listen in on the face-off to start the 4th. It's a battle every time when 99's involved.
Don't agree with you. You know, when I kind of thought it was going to come into like a 2-man game, but obviously him coming into that and coming off that, you know, you can kind of see that once he got it over the edge of it, past his shoulder, he was able to get one-on-one to goalie.
He's so unpredictable, and you see when he comes above goal line extended, he starts sweeping. You don't know if he's going to continue going towards the middle of the field, if he's going to slip underneath, if he's using the pick.
Yep.
The hardest thing is when you're a teammate of Connor Field, sometimes you don't.
I heard Marcus Holman tell the athletic trainer it's just a cramp, so he's getting it massaged, getting some Gatorade, electrolytes. He'll be back on the field.
Cramp, or I thought it could have been like a knee to knee too, right? Based on that contact.
Yeah, there was a little bit of contact there.
Wow, man. This is an exhibition.
This is a game, if you didn't look at the scoreboard, and you just saw like the flow of the game and who was clicking a little bit more, you felt like